Hello everyone and welcome to Cinderful Gaming. In today's video we're going to continue to look at getting started with the Stormcast Eternals in Warhammer Age of Sigmar using the contents of the Stormbringer magazine. In today's video we'll focus on issues 25 to 32 and in particular the issues containing Stormcast Eternals models, which are issues 27 and 31. If you haven't yet seen previous videos we've done in the series, follow the link above to go back to the first video in the series and begin from there. Today's video is brought to you by Waterfront News and Lotto, located in Devonport, Tasmania. They stock a wide variety of Games Workshop, D&D, Star Wars Wargame and paint products and so much more. You can follow the link in the video's description to check out if they've got something for you today in their store. And so the first unit we're going to look at, which comes inside issue 27, are Gryph-hounds. Now, these don't look anything like Stormcast Eternals. They're not. They are loyal companions and beasts of Azir that work alongside the Stormcast. You might remember that we actually got one that is a token for the Lord of Periton in earlier issues. Now these models form their own unit. They have 4 attacks each, hitting on 4s and wounding on 4s as well, with no rend, damage 1 and the companion ability, meaning they can't take a variety of different buffs, but they do have 2 wounds each and are relatively cheap for that points cost. They've got the Warning Cry ability, which can be used during any shooting phase. You pick an enemy unit within 12 inches of this unit that was set up this turn, and pick 3 friendly Stormcast Eternals unit armed with ranged weapons that are within 12 inches of that unit. Roll a d3 for each target on a 2+, inflict that amount of mortal damage on that enemy unit equal to the roll. This is pretty cool. It allows you to deal some damage extra to units that maybe are trying to sneak up on your different shooting units. And this sort of tells you where you want your Gryph-hounds to play. They want to be near your shooting units, acting as a sort of utility piece alongside them. Now you've also got the passive ability Beast, which means your maximum control score can only ever be 1. This is pretty standard for anything like them. The other unit we have, which comes inside issue 31, is a unit of 5 Vigilors. These are Stormcast Eternal Archers. Now Vigilors have a standard Stormcast profile with 2 health, 3+ save, a 6-inch move and a control score of 1, but they also have the Stormcaller bows, which are an 18-inch ranged attack, 2 attacks, 3s to hit and wound with rend 1, damage 1. They've got a couple of attacks in combat as well that do have rend 1, damage 1 as well, so they're no slouch in combat by any means, especially for archer standards. But really, what makes them great is the Navigators of the Storm passive ability, where if an enemy unit has had any damage points allocated to it this turn by this unit's shooting attacks, you add 1 to hit rolls for any friendly Stormcast Eternals unit that targets that unit for the rest of the turn. That means with both other shooting and with combat attacks as well. So when you're shooting in your army, this wants to be the first unit you shoot, because if you can put point of damage through, you're getting that bonus to anything else that shoots the same target that the Vigilors do. And so with that, our list is looking a little bit like this. Obviously we're Stormcast Eternals and we've got 1,360 points of them so far from Stormbringer. Now we're going to be playing with the Thunderhead Host as our battle formation. This gives us the Synchronized Strikes ability, which actually will start triggering because of the unit of Gryph-hounds not having the Warrior keyword. Now what this means is we add 1 to hit rolls for combat attacks made by friendly Warrior Chamber units who hold within 12 inches of any friendly non-Stormcast Eternals hero unit that doesn't have Warrior Chamber. This means those Gryph-hounds are going to be providing a nice buff in combat to any units they nearby. Now our first regiment is going to be led by Guard of Steel Soul, our general, and then for units he's going to have the Praetors, Vigilors, Xandar's Truthseekers and the Stormstrike Chariot with him. Regiment number 2 will have the Lord Aquila. He's going to have the Artifact of Power, the Mirror Shield, which protects him from some shooting and is going to make him a great utility piece to go around grabbing objectives that are left open. And for units we then have the Gryph-hounds with him as well. Regiment 3 is our Lord Imperator with the heroic trait Staunch Defender to give us some extra protection, and then we've got the Vindictor unit there as well. And lastly, Regiment 4 is just going to be the Knight Arcanum all by their lonesome. We hope that this video was helpful in getting you started with Warhammer Age of Sigmar using the Stormbringer magazine, and that I was able to give you some ideas and inspiration to use those forces on the table. If you have any other questions at all, please comment down below, and while you're there, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe, and join our Discord server for all future content for the Stormbringer magazine in Warhammer Age of Sigmar.